Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. Rough night for basketball picks last night. Luckily, the Toast went 4-1, saved the day. We got 3 more playoff games tonight. Also, Toast sent in a free pick for today's episode. Make sure you check that out at the end. Let's get into it. Welcome to The Source. The Source. The Source. Hey, get the Source. First game up, Nets, Celtics in Brooklyn. This is game 5. Brooklyn is up 3-1. This line opened Nets laying 12 points here. 12. The public doesn't care though. 92% of the money is on the Nets as of 11 p.m. last night. No change in the money here. As of 10 a.m., we're looking at 97% of the money on Brooklyn. Everyone loves the Nets here. Consensus line moves from 12 up to Brooklyn minus 12.5. I even saw a couple books that had it all the way up to 13. Straight up, this series is over, man. The Nets just showed us in game 4 what they're truly capable of, and it was goddamn impressive. Durant and Kyrie combined for 81 points between the two of them. James Harden had 23 points, 18 assists. Unstoppable. Not to mention that kid Nick Claxton came in off the bench. He only played 8 minutes. He had 4 blocks and a total plus minus of plus 14. Yo, I'm not jumping to any conclusions, but if that kid's gonna defend the rim like that, Brooklyn's gonna be a problem, even more than they already are. There's really no need to dive deep into the analytics for this game 5. No Kemba Walker, no Robert Williams III for Boston. The Nets are gonna close this series out in a big way with a huge win. I'm gonna lay the points. Obviously, I'm not crazy about laying 12.5 points in a playoff game, but there's no way in hell I could bet Boston in this spot. Give me Brooklyn minus 12.5. Lock it in, throw it on the menu. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook next game. We got 2 huge game 5s tonight. The first is Nuggets Blazers in Denver. The series is tied. Line open Denver minus 1.5. Early actions on the Nuggets. We got 75% of the bets on the Nuggets, 86% of the money on the Nuggets as of 11 p.m. last night. Bets and money stay pretty consistent here. Everyone's on the Nuggets, man. The consensus line moves from 1.5. We're looking at Denver minus 2 now. Still, as of 10 a.m. this morning, we're looking at 77% of the money on the Nuggets. I've been perfect against the spread in this series so far. Blazers, Nuggets, Nuggets, Blazers in that order. This game scared me a little. This is kind of a tough call here. Originally, I was going to take Denver at home in game 5, but I'm having second thoughts. So in game 4, Jokic has a bad game, right? 7 for 18 from the floor. I'm not worried about him, right? He's going to come back. He's an MVP candidate. He's going to be fine. I'm worried about how nobody, and I mean nobody on the Nuggets, stepped up when their leading scorer, best player, MVP candidate has a down game. And I mean nobody stepped up. If I'm a Nuggets fan, I'd be pissed off about this. Can you explain to me how Nikola Jokic has a bad game, right? And your second leading scorer, Michael Porter Jr., goes 1 for 3 from the field with 3 points. Can someone explain that? How does your second best scorer only attempt 3 shots when your guy is, oh man, I'd be pissed if I was a Nuggets fan. Is Michael Porter Jr. regressing in front of our eyes? You know what Michael Porter Jr. averaged per game in April? Over 24 points a night in the entire month of April. You know what he's averaging in this series? 15 points a game, and he's regressing. Game 1, he had 25 points, then 18, then 15. In Game 4, he had 3 points. It's obvious Portland's just gonna collapse on Jokic and make someone else on the Nuggets beat him. Well, anyone want to volunteer?
Anyone?
I do like the Nuggets to play a much better game in Game 5. I'm not expecting that again, but in my opinion, it's not going to be enough. Portland is too hot right now. I actually think they close out the series and win it in 6. Norman Powell was 11 for 15 from the field. Dame Lillard, 1 of 10 from the field in Game 4, and they blew him out. All signs point to the Blazers are about to take control of this series. Give me Portland plus 2, lock it in, throw it on the menu. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook next game. Last game of the night, our second awesome game 5 here. Suns, Lakers, and Phoenix. Series is tied. Line open Phoenix minus 4.5. Early bets and early money pretty much dead even. Overnight, we had a chunk of Phoenix Suns money come in, moves the consensus line from 4.5 up to Phoenix minus 5. But when it hits 5, it looks like some Lakers money came in and evened things right back out. Anthony Davis, officially listed as questionable right now, but from everything I'm reading, it looks like he's most likely not gonna play. So what does the Lakers team look like without Anthony Davis? Do they have a shot of winning? Well, on defense, the Lakers take a huge hit without Anthony Davis. That's most likely I'd say definitely their best defender. It's going to open things right up for the Suns. Without Anthony Davis in the lineup, this might be the first time I bet the over in this whole series. Obviously, the Lakers offense takes a hit without Anthony Davis, but personally, and I'm speaking my personal opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of Anthony Davis's game on offense. I hate how the ball just always seems to stop when it hits his hands. He takes way too many contested 18, 19 footers that he does not need to take. He's not Kobe. He either puts up monster numbers, and in those games he usually does most of the damage from the free throw line, or he's just a non-factor, horrible 5 for 19 from the field. Like, he's so streaky and inconsistent. Like I said, takes horrible shots. I'm just not a big fan of Anthony Davis being the primary scorer on a team. Like, I personally would never want to build my team around his scoring. I'll take his defense every day of the week. Without Anthony Davis, this Lakers team's going to have more of an old school LeBron team feel to it, where it's LeBron, the primary ball handler, surrounded by shooters, which is good. LeBron's had success with those kind of teams in the past, except none of the Lakers shooters are hitting their shots right now. Most likely, Kyle Kuzma is going to see a serious minute boost. We're probably going to see 35 minutes from Kyle Kuzma. We know he's capable of playing, but in this series, he's been awful. 7 for 29 from the field, 3 of 16 or something like that from 3. I mean, we know he can play, but he just hasn't been. Personally, I'd love to see Montrezl Harrell get some minutes with the Lakers. In Game 1, he played 15 minutes, had 12 points on 4 or 5 shooting, 3 rebounds in just 15 minutes, brings energy off the bench, but it's obvious that Frank Vogel likes the rotation with Drummond and Marc Gasol at the 5. Montrezl Harrell has seen just 5 minutes in games 2, 3, and 4 combined. That's the 6th man of the year last year getting no minutes. Confusing, but hey, Frank Vogel's smarter than I am. It's really tough to predict what we're going to see from the Lakers without Anthony Davis. Also, Caldwell Pope, who's most likely the Lakers' best volume shooter, he's also questionable, so we need to see if he's going to play. A huge factor for the Lakers tonight, they need to hit their outside shots. The shots that they haven't been hitting, they really need to hit them tonight. The right side to be on here is Phoenix. I'm going to bet the Suns, but I kind of hate it. I think the Lakers, without Anthony Davis, their offense is going to have a completely new feel to it, and I really think it's going to catch the Suns off guard maybe in the first half. I really think the Lakers shots are going to fall tonight. So I'm taking the Suns -5 because I know logically it's the correct bet, but I do not love it at all. Give me Phoenix -5, lock it in, throw it on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. Now, let's hear from the Toast. He sent in the video for today's show.
What's going on, guys? It's Toasty here. Last night I told you I had a dog for you on Twitter. Here it is. Take the Miami Marlins on the money line versus the Toronto Blue Jays, okay? I love fading teams that first game back off of a road trip. That's the Blue Jays, okay? Sandy Alcantara, the best player on the Miami Marlins, is going. Allowed 2 earned runs or less in 6 of his last 7 starts. Robbie Ray, going for the Toronto Blue Jays, has allowed 3 earned runs or more in 4 of his last 5 starts. Guys, I don't even have notes. I love this game. Okay, I really do love this game. Miami +140 on the money line. Miami is 19-13 as underdogs. Cash that ticket, Miami money line.
The Toast loves Sandy Alcantara. He always bets him. We've had success betting on Sandy Alcantara when he pitches. I'm riding it. I'll take +140. I love that value. VIP sheets going out 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Totals and prop bets for all the basketball games, as well as the Toast's entire MLB ticket. He's been hot as hell. Make sure you check your emails and texts for that. Let's bounce back from yesterday's NBA losses. Luckily, the Toast carried us. Toast is going to have another big night tonight. I'm feeling some units myself. I'll talk to you on Twitter. Let's make some money tonight.